So Union Bear Brewing was originally a small pizza place, beer parlor in kind of the heart of Dallas in a basement of a high-rise building. The CEO of my company bought it from the Eno's Pizzeria people because he loved the aesthetic. Him and his wife went there all the time. And unfortunately, that original Union Bear, the landlord of that high-rise, about 6 months after he bought it, didn't want a restaurant in there anymore. So unfortunately, the Union Bear name, we own the rights to it, sat with nothing for a long time. And eventually he built one out kind of at the border of Plano and Frisco. And so that's where the first real Union Bear existed for now, I guess, 8 or 9 years. Armadillo Ale Works was the brewery that was here. It was started by a guy named Bobby Mullins, an old Dentonite, dear friend of mine. It was here for quite some time. They made fantastic beer. I used to come here and get their bourbon barrel-aged brunch money all the time. And so, one, we asked him permission if it was cool if we utilized this building. He gave us his blessing, but two, we put a lot of homages to Armadillo along the way. So that's why we painted an armadillo in our mural. And there's different armadillos hidden inside this building on different little things if you look around. It was a fantastic brewery, but a much more just warehouse style building. Well, essentially what we really try to provide in the North Coast, East Coast, parts of Colorado, the Carolinas, breweries are kind of the cornerstone of like neighborhoods. You go down the street, you see the same people, the same hangout, and we really want to try to create that. That's why we decided to really come to the heart of Denton, a place that's very close to my heart, because we really wanted to create that like neighborhood feel where people can come, hang out, a chill vibe, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty nice in here, but it's a nice looking brewery, and it's still a brewery through and through, you know, and we really like it down here because it's walkable from the new brewery Toasty Bros right down the street, Anderson's Distillery a little further than that, Denton County Brewing and Black Fox Brewing right up the road too. So we kind of have our own really unique, fun little kind of area to visit for people from all over the place, and definitely for Dentonites to appreciate. I think we're just, we're finally just kind of getting settled, and we're gonna see where we can take this place, you know. We're just going to try to get more ingrained within the community, keep, you know, this part of downtown, and maybe help build the square a little more to the east side of the square, a little closer to our neighbors. Rubber Gloves, and like I said, there's a new brewery, Toasty Bros, and a new distillery all on this side of Bell. Hopefully we can keep expanding this way, and also bring people in from just outside of Denton too, whether they come off the train over here or just coming in from the local areas, to really kind of help solidify this as like it's a weekend spot for people to come hang out. So the only that we don't serve that aren't Union Bear, I have one from Denton County Brewing. We really like to keep them on draft. They're our neighbors, they're our homies, you know, support local. Then we always have a good cider on draft to help anybody that's gluten intolerant, needs something gluten-free, always gonna have that as an option. And then we usually have 1 or 2 offshoots from other local DFW breweries. You know, like I said, it's a pretty tight-knit community. I mean, we can borrow grain, malt, yeast. A lot of them kind of go all over the place and everybody knows each other. So we try to keep it within that. But then 18 to 21, 22 of our beers are always going to be made in-house in our 12,000 square foot brewery right back there.